GTA 4. We're doing the story missions, the three-leaf clover, double A gamer for life. All right, so the Packy family has got a job for us, and this is going to be a bank heist, and this unlocks the Alderney Island. And at the end of this, if you haven't got the achievement for all three islands being open, anyway, like all the missions, I took a cab over to his house, but I'm going to need a four-door car, so I ran down the street a little bit, found this Cadillac-looking ride, and I believe I'm a little early. The mission isn't available till like 7 a.m. or something like that. So I wind up standing around a little bit, waiting for the timer to get to the point where we could start this. And the cutscene will cut in, and all the boys are getting primed up to do this thing. A little bit of party favors and some alcohol and all that. Probably everything you should be doing before a heist. But anyway, get into this cutscene, and then to the action. I'll explain about what's about to happen here.
There he is! Nico Bellic! Nico, these are my two brothers. Well, two of my brothers.
Don't know why you need to have suits on to go rob a bank, but whatever.
Has just returned to the family fold after a good few years in the old country, involved in the struggle. Sort of like you, I'd imagine. And Jerry's the man. And you remember Michael, St. Michael?
Yes, it's nice to meet you.
Nico's a trip, man. I met him through that Puerto Rican coke dealer.
So you want to involve him in family business? What do you know about him?
What I know is he likes a fight and he ain't the fucking law.
Oh. No offense, mister. That ain't good enough.
Well, it's good enough for me. He's a good lad, Jerry.
Was I talking to you, inbred halfwit? I make a point of not talking to the unfortunate victims of brother-sister marriage.
Don't you speak about my parents like that.
Oh, you're like fucking Cleopatra. 15 generations of brother-sisters fucking, and you're so thick you take orders off my idiot brother Packy. Who's so stupid he had to tattoo his name on his arm?
If there is a problem, I'll go. No trouble. I have other ways of making money.
There's no problem. Jerry just likes to think he knows best about everything, which is why he's been married 3 times already and still won't admit he likes men.
No problem. I'll leave you boys to it. Don't screw up. Packy, take care of Derek. He's been away. And you? Nothing personal, but don't fuck with my family. Or I will fuck with yours.
Okay, that's the thing about Nico. He does not participate in this kind of stuff.
All right. We're heading to the southern Algonquin branch.
Anyway, there's a lot of dialogue on the drive over there, so once we get to the bank, I'm going to give more commentary about what's about to happen. Okay, this was actually done through 2 times through, and this beginning part was actually the first time through, but after we blow the vault and actually get to the shooting is actually the second time around. And then at the very end, I'm going to show how I lose the heat.
We're going to go inside and each take down a security guard. Me and St. Michael here are going to handle the civilians, while Nico and Derek manage the employees. Anyone tries anything, you put them down hard. Once the situation has been controlled, Derek's going to rig the vault door with explosives.
I got enough PE4 here to get through anything they throw at us.
PE4? I never heard of that. Some limey name for C4 that Derek here picked up over there.
I ain't having this argument with you, Patrick. Safe to say, what we're using is controllable enough to go through any vault door without incinerating whatever's inside. Not gonna leave much residue on the notes either, so they should be washable.
Oh, they're going to be washable, all right. Can't wait to see what sort of kick C4 residue is gonna give me when I snort up a line of chop through one of them notes.
First, you're a fucking charmer, Patrick. Second, it's PE4, not C4.
Whatever, at least I'm honest about my habits, Derek.
You know nothing about nothing, Patrick. I'm honest about me demons.
Hit the needle on the old head there, did I, Derek?
Expression is, hit the nail on the head, Packy.
Really, Michael? You don't think I know that? Jerry was right about you, Mikey. Your parents must have been twins to produce a kid as dumb as you. I'm surprised you ain't got 3 eyes, no balls, and a club foot.
Don't bring my parents into this, Packy.
All right, all right. Do we all know what we're doing? Once the vault door blows, I want Nico and Michael to go down into the vault to get the money while me and my brother handle the crowd control.
All makes sense to me. If you guys can stop arguing for a few minutes, then I think we might be okay.
Okay, so we make our way over to the bank, and then we got the other cutscene. We all run in doing our thing. We're gonna get a look at Lewis here, and if you ever
This is
played
it,
the
boys.
Battle of Gay Tony,
True.
this little bank scene is where that add-on starts.
None of you fucking fucks move! Get on the floor!
None of you is gonna get a medal for playing hero. All you're gonna get is a bullet to the heart.
Don't none of you worry about nothing. We're here for the bank's money. It's going to a greater cause.
Shut up and handle the safe!
Open the door.
Open the door!
Open the door!
Open the fucking door!
Okay, okay, wait a minute. I got it.
Get on the floor! Now!
But sir,
You too!
okay, okay.
Hey, yo, I'm a gun club member. I'm gonna take these rookies downtown. With me? Hey, what's your name, son?
Luis, this ain't such a good idea, bro.
Yeah? They said catching that pass in my high school championship football game was a bad idea, because I broke my leg in 13 places, but I scored a touchdown and won the game. The world is built out of bad ideas, my friend. Come on.
The PE-4 has been molded and is set to explode in 60 seconds. Now listen, people. We're your friends. Me and me brother here.
Why are you telling them we're brothers, you idiot? That's gonna make it hard for them to find us, isn't it?
I'm trying to be honest with these people. We put them through a lot today.
Fuck these people, fuck
Oh, I love the way these guys argue with each other.
Island's not the only thing that's green. Dollars are too.
Now you said Bloody Island. That's gonna narrow the search, ain't it?
Fuck you! Take the needle out your arm, then tell me what to do.
I'll let you tell me what to do when you stop shoving half of Bolivia up your nose every Saturday night.
Motherfucker! Fuck! We told you not to fuck with us!
Shit! Michael! Say fucking
Well, Michael just got lit up.
Fucking shit! Get the money! Me and my brother will watch the kids!
Okay, you go down to the vault, you get the cash, and you come up, and then the other cutscene comes in. All the police are outside, all the SWAT dudes, all that. And from that point on, all the action is from a second time through here. Got through it a lot better. The first time I got through it, I got lit up big time. Learning the sequence of the police and that kind of thing. And also, you gotta follow these two guys, Packy and his brother Derek, and I don't know. Nevertheless, this is one epic mission. There's a shitload of cops to shoot, and when you finally get back out onto the street, you got 3 stars, and we'll get into that.
Go, go, go! Come on, let's do this, people!
If it was up to me, I would rain hellfire down on this whole area. RPGs, grenade, I would kill everything in the path, but Packy and his brother take off, and you're pretty much tasked to stay with them. Alright, so like I said, this is actually the second time through here, and when we get through the subway and back towards the street, I'm going to show you how I end it this time through. And then when we get to Packy's house, I'm going to cut back in the way I actually got through it the first time. Throughout playing Grand Theft 4, I pretty much did everything, all the side stuff, and dating all the women, and the one girl that's really worth taking the time to keep happy is Kiki. Her ability is helped me out many a times, and this one mission is one where she it actually helps out, because the one called Snowstorm, you leave that area, the old hospital, you got 3 stars, you call her and she's like, I can't help you. You know, you're like, damn it, woman. But anyway, at the end of this one, you got 5 stars, and then by the time you get towards the street level, you're dropped down to 3, and you call her, and you basically got no wanted level, so you can walk right out and have no wanted level. So if you got her as a girlfriend and you got that ability, that is basically the easiest way to deal with this, because losing 3 stars isn't hard, but it can be at times, and it took me a little bit. I had to change vehicles, but we'll get into that at the later part of the mission or the video here. Okay, so as you can see, I got through the first couple waves here, and I still got a full amount of armor here. And when you get to this corner, you got guys up high, front and back of you, so I'm working it pretty good.
Damn it, more fucking news guys! Every police officer in Algonquin's gotta be here.
So, lobbing some grenades, soften up the area. Okay, when you get to here, as you can see, we got a couple guys up high on both sides of the street too, so with this game, I don't think there's any checkpoints. A few missions where they kind of checkpoint in the beginning, mostly the ending mission, I believe, but you can't really think of any missions in between where they actually had checkpoints. This one would definitely have been a good one if they did, but I think you pretty much have to just redo the mission if you wind up getting wasted or whatever the situation is. But the one thing is that the reason why I went ahead and got this, there's several missions available at this time, but this unlocks the assault rifle. But throughout this mission, you're going to be burning up the ammo, so you know, definitely taking the time to walk over the enemy dead to pick up their ammunition. So got through it pretty good. A lot of cops to deal with. Now you got the little helicopter here.
They sent a chopper after us! There ain't no getting away! We're done! Control yourself, Derek! I got a plan!
Let's bring these fuckers down. Empty everything we got here.
We ain't doing that neither. Follow me. We'll lose them in the subway.
No sense taking that helicopter out, but there are a couple cops on this corner, so be careful.
We just made them strong! What's the... Shit, they followed us down here! They're in the subway, too!
The cover situation down here isn't the greatest once you get into the subway, and there's definitely no shortage of police to shoot up in here.
I haven't seen combat like this since Belfast!
Let us go, fucking peaceful life! Motherfuckers!
So I'm trying to hang back and get these few guys, and once you get through this gate here, it's going to trigger like 3 guys coming up the stairs.
Get in my way! Stay away from me.
a good wave of guys, about a half a dozen or so. Okay, it looks like there's a health pack on the wall there, so if you're hurting, definitely run over their bodies and get their ammo, because you're probably going to be hurting for ammo. Alright, so once you get down on the platform, you're not out of the woods yet, so...
Stop this money. I got plans for this money. I ain't dropping it. I'm fighting for this head.
We ain't got no choice, people. We gotta head under the tracks.
Alright, so these guys make a run for the subway tunnel, and you still got quite a few guys up here. Then the thing will tell you to follow them, but don't give it too long, but take a little time to clear out some of these guys, otherwise they're going to light you up. Alright, so I switched to my grenades because like soon as I get down in the tunnel, they're going to follow us, and it could be a little much to be dealing with all of them, so...
These cops pin us down in here. Fuck! You ain't taking me down! Nico, follow us on the track. Screw you all!
Losing money out of my bag here. Nice and wrong. Alright, so that was a pretty good fight. And didn't really get into my health, but I lost all my armor. But at the later part of the video, you'll see I'm like I just got like a little bit, and then when I get up to the street, I can't believe I didn't die.
And the explosive did its job. The both of you shut the fuck up.
That's gotta be a service exit. Let's hit it.
Okay, so you take the stairs up, and as you're walking up, eventually your 5 stars will turn down to 3.
We got some climbing to do, boys. Hold on to your money.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chill there a little bit higher. It's going to drop down to 3 stars. Alright. I get a little bit higher. I'm going to go ahead and call Kiki. Alright, so there's the door. We got 3 stars. I'm going to give Kiki a call.
Kiki, it's crazy, but these cops just started to harass me. Can you see what you can do?
Those cops do not deserve their badges. Let me talk to the DA. Kiss, kiss, Nico.
Alright, so this is one of the couple times that it does work, and it's quite nice. Alright, so you just lose all your stars and you come walking out. Now, I won't do what I wouldn't recommend to do what I do here, is actually take a little time, walk around the block a little bit, get away from the police, but this SUV is the one I jacked when I got 3 stars in. It's not a big deal. You get a 1-star level here, and it only takes a little bit to lose this 1 star, so but you can see how much that makes your life so much easier. Now if you took the time to walk around the block a little bit, and you might have found the vehicle away from the police, and then it just been an easy drive back to Packy's house.
Living a life. You gotta expect someone to come through the door and break this sort of news.
Alright, so they're talking about Michael and how it's, you know, it is what it is, but...
We don't want you to have to break no bad news to our mom.
Neither do I.
Jesus, these fucking roads.
There's definitely been, I can't think of how many times where I called her, whatever the situation was, You know, you got 3 stars. Instead of taking the time to get out of the ring, you know, just give her a call, and that'd be nice. Now, I never dealt with Francis. Later in the game, you're tasked with either killing Francis or Derek. And if you leave Francis alive, he will supposedly help you. But I remember reading periodically through the forums that it was only good for one time or something. Every other time you called him, it didn't work. Uh, I never really leave Francis alive. He's a dirty cop, and I just choose to take him out. But after we drop the boys off, we get paid. I'm going to cut in to basically the first time I went through the game or this mission, and I got lit up pretty good. That's why this time through I did a lot better because I kind of knew the mission a little bit better. But if you don't have Kiki as a girlfriend and you got to do the hard way of losing the wanted level, then that's pretty much what you got to do.
Thanks, Nico. You're a damn good man.
I wasn't just driving you two. The money was in the car as well. Remember that?
We won't forget it, Nico. Here's your cut. I tell Jerry you did good. He might give you a call or something.
All right. So, obviously, using Kiki makes your life a whole lot easier there. Even if you just jack the SUV like I did, you know, 1 star, it's pretty simple. But now we're going to cut into where you come up onto the street. Okay, I got 3 stars. As you can see that I got very little health here. And then I get shot up pretty good by the cops. Now I know they're all around here. And this SUV gets lit up pretty good. You see I got just a little bit of red there, and I can't believe I didn't get wasted right here.
Shit, Michael, damn it! I could have been nice to him for once in my fucking life.
Okay, you couldn't ask for a worse vehicle to try to lose a wanted level with 3 stars.
What you were saying.
Yeah, well, now I gotta explain to his folks that their son is lying dead on the floor of a bank in Uganda.
But you got to do what you got to do, man. It's pretty much the only vehicle there, unless you shot up enough cops to grab one. But once I get a little bit of breathing room here, I'm gonna switch to another car
You'd have to break no bad news to our mom.
because this SUV is in pretty rough shape.
Police are here.
So let's jack a bus. I don't think I'm going there. Okay, time to find another ride. This one looks like it'll work. Unlock the doors for the boys, and we're out. Okay, the one thing about losing a wanted level is you need to stay inside the city blocks. If you try to get to the outer expressways or whatever, they just, I don't know, the cops keep respawning. Any cop on the ground will keep the ring going.
Here are the cops.
Here, I saw the edge of the ring, and then I was like, damn it. And now I'm on the outer streets, which is where I don't want to be. Because it doesn't matter how fast you drive, just cops seem to come up, and you can't ever seem to get out of the rings. The best thing to do is just to stay inside the city, cutting blocks, and that seems to work best. Okay, this time through Grand Theft 4, I don't know why the game glitched the way it did or whatever, but all the girlfriends give you something. Alex gives you a discount on clothing, but it's only good for 24 hours. I don't really waste the time buying clothes. I only buy what I need. The clothing selection is pretty weak in Grand Theft 4. But as you can see, Kiki's is the one I used a lot and the most of. But Carmen is a nurse, and she's supposedly be able to heal you over the telephone. And I've called her, I don't know how many times, but every time I did, it never works. And you're like, son of a bitch. And take the time to date her, get her to like you, and then you call her, and she's like, oh baby, put pressure on the wounds, and your health never regenerates. So you're like, what the hell's up with that? And you're gonna see that right here. I'm gonna give her a call.
Shit, Carmen. I'm hurting bad. You got any health tips for me?
Poor baby. Just apply pressure to any wound. Call Carmen later, okay?
Thanks, Carmen. I'm starting to feel better already.
You're like, you would slowly see your health coming up, but it never worked. And I've tried it a few times. Anyway, like I said, this is the first time through it. When you get back to his house, the achievement will unlock for opening all the islands.
I wasn't just driving you two. The money was in the car as well. Remember that?
We won't forget it, Nico. Here's your cut. I tell Jerry you did good. He might give you a call or something.
Okay, so that's for all 3 islands being open. And that takes care of the 3-leaf clover.